Hi, I'm Jake, and today we're going to make a spoil board for my Laguna IQ CNC machine. Let's do this. So today we're going to make a spoil board for the CNC machine. There's many ways to do it. You can cut your own cams out. There's plenty of people do it. Got Wood Workshop has a pretty cool system he uses on his. I'll put a link in the description below to his Instagram channel. It's pretty cool, but I decided I want to use these clamps from Armor Tool. They're pretty neat. They're adjustable. You get them where you want them. Tighten them down. I'm going to figure out how to use those in this. And I got a new fly cutter from Tools Today. It's pretty cool. And I'm going to see about using that. I'm going to cut the existing spoil board, then I'm going to build another one. We're going to go to the computer and figure all this stuff out after I get measurements off of this. If you don't like the computer work, I'll put a timestamp right here and in the description. So let's go to the computer and figure this thing out. Here's the home screen of Aspire. We're going to go to create a new file. And our work surface of our CNC machine is 24 by 36, so it's already in there. 24 inches by 36 inches. And the thickness, I measured it with some calipers and it's 0.756. So we put that in there, make sure it's on inches. The material surface is where the Z0 is going to be. X and Y is going to be at the lower left corner. And we'll hit OK. Well, the first thing I want to do is just make a square around this whole thing. And you just simply do it by this right here. There we go. I'll close this. We'll come over here to toolpaths. I'll pin it. And we want to go to pocket. Start depth is going to be 0. And I just want to do 0.010 of an inch, and we're going to select our fancy new fly cutter, and there it is. And we want to go, it's at 80% step over. We're going to hit OK. That's it. We're going to calculate, preview toolpath, boom. Done. We're going to end up doing this toolpath twice. So I'm going to go ahead and save that one right now. And I'm going to name it Fly for fly cutter. So we're already done with that one. Close this. We'll get out of here. We'll go to 2D view. So the next thing we need to do is recreate the spoil board that we already have. So I have some measurements here. 5.32 inches for the MDF strips, and the T-tracks are 0.95, so I add those together and I get 6.27. So we're going to make a square that is that big. I'm going to say 6.27, and it's 36 tall, and it's going to go 0, 0, so that's where we're going to anchor it from. We're going to create it, and there we go. Click on it, and we'll copy it. We're going to paste it 3 times. I'll blow this up so I can see better. Now, this is what we're really after right here, is this extra. That's going to give us how big the T-track is. And we're going to put this over here. So we're just going to make another square, but we're going to do this manually. I'm going to put that right there and stop right there. there. That's right there. And copy, paste that right there. Let's blow this up. So this looks like the spoil board we have going on right now. These are the T-tracks. Of course, there's one over here that I didn't put on there, and there's one over here that is off the edge of the spoil board material. So now we need to put some holes in here to hold it down to the bed. We'll do some circles, and the hole that needs to go all the way through is going to be a 1/4 inch. It's going to be a 1/4 inch bolt and a 1/4 inch end mill that's going through it. So 0.25, and we want it to go right so that'll give us a measurement. And I'm going to hit shift, and I'm going to grab all these other ones, and I'm going to make a tool path for these ones. Actually, I'm going to group all those together. Group them, and I'm going to, it's going to be holes. Hole drilling tool path. The cut depth is 0.758 deep. 0.758 deep. It's a 1/4 inch. We need to put an end mill on there. End mill. 1/4 inch end mill. Okie dokie. And then we're gonna calculate it. We know it's a little bit deeper, and I wanted that. So preview toolpaths. Oh, there we go. There's some nice holes. The next thing I want to do is come back here and go right here, and we want to change it to 0.621, 0.621, and so now I'm going to group all these together, so I'll hit shift and I'll click on all these, and I will do a tool path for these, and we'll do another, we'll do a pocketing tool path for those, and we want the cut depth to be 0.5, and we're going to use a 1/4 inch end mill. Hit go. Calculate. Preview that visible tool path. And now we can see if these all look okay. So far, yes. Now these strips of MDF right here have existing bolts that are holding them down, and we want to avoid these for the next step. So I'm just going to lay out where they're at. So basically I need to put a set of holes in here for my clamps to go in, and they're the dog hole style. So basically anywhere I have intersecting lines, right here is where the bolts are that are holding the existing MDF down to the table. So all I need to do is not hit those and I'm going to be fine. So we'll go over to the circle, and the diameter of this circle needs to be 0.729, and I'm not going to get very fancy about this. So I kind of got to think about where do I want these things, and at least make it look a little bit neat. So 1, 2. So about 4 inches. We'll put that as, we already put it at 7.29 inches is how round we want the hole. And we want the X to be 4 inches. 4 inches. And we'll want this to be, we'll put that at 4 inches also. And we'll create one. And that should be good. Well, these clamps have about a 7-inch throw on them, I think, so I'm just going to go every 6 inches. So I'll just change this to so I'm going to group these holes together and make a cut list. There's probably an easier way to do this. If somebody has it, can explain it in the comments how to do this easier way, please do it. I'm going to hit shift and I'm going to group all of these holes I just made together. I'm going to come over here to, this will probably be more of a pocket. And we're going to go 1.28, and that's a end mill, 1/4 inch end mill, and we're going to calculate that, and we know that it's going to go deeper than that, so we're going to hit OK. So we're going to preview the tool path. That should be pretty good. And I'm gonna save that one, and I'm gonna say that's a dog hole, so we're gonna say dog, and then we have one more tool path to do, and this is gonna be the most simple one. So with these layers, I'm going to turn this off. Okay, get this stuff out of the way. We're just going to draw some lines. And I'm going to do right here. And go to 0. And then we're gonna come over here. Let me see. 24 and 0. I'm gonna close that. And I'm gonna hit a profile. 0.756. That's how deep the material is. The end mill is going to be the 1/4 inch, and we're going to do this. That's what I want. And we'll see what happens. Calculate and preview. That'll be good enough for me. That's gonna cut our fence that we're gonna make. So what I'm gonna do on this one is save it, and that's the profile 1, and we're gonna save it under fence, and we're gonna put all these on the jump drive, and we're gonna go out to the machine. Here we are, we're back from the computer. That doesn't look like that much to map out, but you got your T-tracks, you got your bolts holding the MDF on, so there's quite a bit there, and we don't want to interfere with what we're doing. So it took a little bit of time for me to do that, but that's what we're here for, to learn. I got all the cut lists on this right here. We're gonna start off by fly cutting this, making sure this is level. I've never done that before, so we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna put the MDF on there, and then drill the hole so we can attach it, and then we're gonna flatten it again, and then put our fences on there. So you'll see what I'm talking about in a minute. Here we go.
Oh, here you are, face to face in this trashy bar. Another glass and I am going places. Makes me laugh about the irony of everything. I like the way you're thinking. I don't really care about the music on the dance floor. I don't really mind all the smokers in the bathroom. I don't care at all, baby, you got my attention. So you were saying, oh no, I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when you're next to me. Times another drink and I'll go anywhere. The way you smell, like a flash in the universe. You are illuminating. I don't really care about the people in the bar line. I don't really mind all the who goes doing stage dives. I don't care at all, baby, you got my attention. So you were saying, I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when you're next to me. Told you I could never let you go. I'm not so sure you believe me, but if I mean to show you, I will never let you go. No, 'cause you don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when you're next to me. I like the way you're thinking. I don't really care about the music on the dance floor. I don't really mind all the smokers in the bathroom. I don't care at all, baby, you got my attention. So you were saying, oh no, I don't see the logic of things. It's quite a lonely world that we're living in. Oh baby, you are something special, I'm sure. Everything makes total sense when you're next to me.
Here's a new Spoilboard for the Laguna IQ CNC machine. The purpose of a Spoilboard is to have a flat surface and a 90-degree reference point so you can set your material on here square. You need somehow to clamp to. I think we've got everything covered. Before, I had never even flattened it. I flattened the original Spoilboard and this one with the Tools Today RC2255. That thing right there. It is super cool. It did a great job. And then what we're clamping with is the Armor Tool clamps, and they're self-adjusting, so all you have to do is move this around, put it where you want it, clamp it, and you're done. There's several ways to do this stuff, but this is how I decided to do it, and now I get to see what I like and don't like about it, and then I can make another one down the road because MDF is cheap and we have a CNC machine, so we could do it. One thing I did come across was I was trying to make the holes for the washers for the bolts that hold everything together like almost exact, so maybe a thousandth or two clearance, but this is a 1/4 inch bit, supposed to be. This is a cheaper bit, and I got my calipers out here and I'm gonna show you. .246. So when you put down that you have a 1/4 inch bit and you're trying to make a hole for a washer and you only want a couple thousandths of clearance, and this is 4 or 5 thousandths less than what you're saying it is, then that hole's going to be too small. And that's exactly what I did. I had to recut everything, and I learned some lessons and measure these and make the appropriate changes on your programming or buy some more quality tools. So those are the problems I had. As usual, if you have any comments, questions, or concerns, put them in the comments below. I'm happy to talk to you guys about this stuff. If it's something I can't handle, I have Laguna's number in the description below. I'm going to put Matt Plumley from Got Wood Workshop's Instagram link down there, and New York Woodworks, so he's the one that showed me about the fly cutter. And if this is your first time here, go ahead and subscribe and all that other YouTube stuff, and we'll see you next time. Y'all be good.